All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on. Please enter your.
All right, let's get it. Hold up, y'all.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. HAT. All participants are muted.
Sorry, whoever that was.
Entry and exit tones are off.
Yeah. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm here to help you go further, faster, with less effort, baby. Just plain and simple like that. Our whole goal is to help you make more money with your business. I'm a revenue acceleration expert. I'm a self-esteem development fanatic, starting with my own. The new book is about to come out. I cannot wait to see what you guys think. Hopefully it's gonna be out by my birthday. I got something really cool planned for you guys. I hope you are ready. I hope you are excited about it. You know what I mean? And I just want to say good morning, millionaire. Right now it's time to rep your city. For those that don't know, we got in more of the Color Me Millionaire coloring books. So if you were looking to order some of these for the summer, back to school present for your children, make sure you go to millionaireminded.com and check this thing out. I ain't trying to say this book is magical. I'm just trying to say I never rode in a Bentley before I bought one. But you know what I was staring at for years? That Bentley right there. Ain't that something? Ain't that crazy? And this house looks like one of the houses in my neighborhood. I was just homeless. So vision boards work, affirmations work. That's why I do them every morning. I don't know if y'all think I'm doing them for y'all. But nah, I'm just letting y'all listen in while I do them for myself. Oh, snap. All right. Kidding, but not kidding. Laughing, but very serious. I just want you to know affirmations really work. And if you only hear a couple times out the week, then you're missing the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, good morning. Good morning. What's up, Yuli? Glad you made it in this morning. Rose, I'm not saying that to impress y'all. I'm saying that to impress upon y'all. You really want to be here every morning. What's up, Daryl? Yeah. Brooklyn, New York is in the house. Let's go. Kay Wright, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Let's get it. Let's get it. Taisha done made it in this morning. So, yo, check it out. This morning, what we're talking about is this whole idea of influence. Did y'all see today's topic? If you didn't know today's topic, that's because you haven't joined this. Text at MillMind to 81010. So that's all you do is you pull out your phone, you text the at symbol, and then MILLMIND, and you send that to the number 81010. Real simple. I'm going to say it one more time. Text at MillMind to the number 81010. At MillMind to the number 81010. Willette, what's up, Queen? How you doing, Willette? I'm so glad that you're here this morning. Glad you made it in. Miss Harris, good morning. Good morning. Glad you made it in. Glad you made it in. But yeah, if you didn't know what today's topic was, that's because you didn't join the text message group. So all you do is text message at MillMind to the number 81010. Another thing is a newsletter. Since I got this couple minutes left, let me remind y'all about the newsletter. It comes out, it used to come out every Friday, but now it comes out every Monday. But if you didn't look at your newsletter from Monday, this is a good day to check on it. This is a good day to click on that thing. Make sure you're on point. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to throw that out there. All right. I'm done with all the shameless plugs. Yeah, Arsenio, why is you just now joining the text message system, bro? Arsenio, I don't know what we're going to do, King. All right, so check it out. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here's my question to you this morning. Are you looking for more influence? Are you looking for more influence? Influence with your customers? Are you looking for more influence with your boss if you got a job? Are you looking for more influence with your prospects? Are you looking for more influence with your connections? Are you looking for more influence with your associates and your coworkers? Well, yeah, I bet you are, right? Like show of hands, who would like more influence? Who would like more influence? Can you say me in the comments? Say me and then share this with an accountability partner. You know somebody that ain't here that should be, that you're gonna want to hold you accountable to some of this stuff we're learning. So give me a me if you want more influence. Because here's the thing. Yeah, Shiz. Thank you for that honesty, King. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, we all want a little bit more influence. Yeah, it don't hurt nothing, right? Yeah. So check it out though. Check it out though, Taisha. Have you ever thought about what goes into being more influential? What about you, Daryl? You ever thought about what elements go into an influential person? I'm gonna give you a list. Welcome, Rosemary. I'm gonna give you a list, right? But I don't want you to just rewatch this list. I don't want you to just write these things down. What I want you to do is compare it to your skill level. Let's go, Arsenio. My man Arsenio just cut his hair, man. He got a whole new attitude. Y'all drop some fire emojis for that boy. That boy just cut his hair. I know that was a big step for him. He wants to look more professional. He wants to come off like more of a king. He don't want people to confuse him with one of the robbers. You know what I mean? I'm halfway joking right there. Nobody thought he was a robber, but you get what I mean. That's a hardworking king right there. But drop some fire emojis for my man cutting his hair. That was a big step. Yeah, appreciate that, Yuli. Yeah, appreciate that. Check it out. In an ill way, what he just now did was he increased his influence. He increased his ability to be a positive influence. Let's go. So here's my question for you. Have you ever thought about what elements go into you being more influential? So I'm going to give you this list. I want you to compare it to the skills that you have currently. And I want it to develop your awareness. I want you to develop your understanding. And we're going to develop your status all at the same time. This list that I'm about to give you contains the elements of the ideal influencer. But all people of influence don't have all the qualities that I'm about to name. I want to be clear. Here's all I'm saying. The more of these you got, the more influential you'll be. Does that make sense? All right. So here we go. Power influencer, y'all. Power influencer. Here we go. The first element is they're smart. Somebody say, I am smart. I am smart. Now, what do we mean by smarts, right? I like the affirmation, but what do we mean by that? We mean a person who can use reason. This is one of the 6 faculties of the mind. You hear me go through them all the time. Will, intuition, perception, imagination, memory, and reason, right? So a smart person is somebody who can use reason, somebody who can be reasonable. You ever heard them say when emotions are high, intelligence is low? That's because when you're really emotional, you can't use reason. So we're talking about right now a person who thinks in terms of answers, not somebody who's always worried about the circumstances, not somebody who's always worried about the obstacles and the speed bumps, because now you're caught up in this emotion of fear, and now you can't be all you can be. Now you can't even think straight. We're talking smart. We're saying somebody who sees the big picture rather than the immediate urgency. You know how many people sacrifice the ultimate on the altar of the immediate? We call them dumb. We call them the opposite of smart. We call them all kinds of names, but what we don't do is offer them any respect. Somebody say, I am smart. I am smart. That's exactly right. I am smart. Here's the next one for you. An influencer is shrewd. Somebody say, I am shrewd. So this is beyond smart. Say, I am shrewd. This is beyond smart. See, a shrewd person sees an answer and a game plan to implement. They see the answer and they see all kinds of tricks of the trade and strategies and tactics they can use to get there further, faster, with less effort. And the implementation, here's the thing, is always seen in favor of the other person, not themselves. That's being shrewd. See, the most selfish thing you can do for yourself is serve somebody else. You hear me? Somebody type that in the comments. The most selfish thing you can do for yourself is serve somebody else. That's called being shrewd. It doesn't mean that you give up your winnings. Doesn't mean you give up your commission. Doesn't mean you give up your earnings. Doesn't mean you give up your money. Doesn't mean everybody wins. Well, actually, it does. It means everybody wins, not just you. It doesn't mean you give up your money. It doesn't mean you give up your fruit of your labor. It just means that you did that value for value. You got what I'm saying? You're shrewd. Here's the third one, y'all. I am knowledgeable. Somebody give it to me. I am knowledgeable. Like I say, being shrewd doesn't mean you give up all of your earnings, your money, your commission. It just means everybody wins, not just you. But what is knowledgeable? When you say I am knowledgeable, again, we're going beyond smart. We're saying a knowledgeable person knows what's going on in detail, right? We're talking about product knowledge. We're talking about service knowledge. We're talking about comp plan knowledge. We're talking about experience, not just how to work it, y'all, not just how to work it, but how to use it to profit, how to use it to produce. Somebody say, I am knowledgeable. I am knowledgeable. That's exactly right. You caught that, huh, Dr. Marilyn? Yeah. Yeah, that's a woo. Yeah, that deserves your power book. That deserves a tattoo, baby. All right, knowledgeable. Here's the next one I got for you. Somebody say, I am successful. I am successful. So what is successful? A successful person is somebody who's completed tasks successfully, right? And had successful outcomes. A person who lets their records speak for them, right? I am successful. This is going to make you more influential. I am successful. I am successful. Say it. Say it. I am successful. Here's the next one I got for you. They're a winner. They're a winner. Somebody say, I am a winner. I am a winner. So what's a winner? A winner is somebody whose history shows they know how to win, and they've won more often than they've lost. I got a bonus question for you on that I am a winner one, right? Somebody say, I am a winner. But here's a bonus for you. Who decides if you're a winner or not? Not so tricky question. Not so trick question. Who decides if you're a winner or not? That's right, you do. You're the one that decides if making your bed this morning when you got up was a win. You're the one that decides if making on Good Morning Millionaire this morning was a win. You taking your notes. You ready to learn. You ready to conquer the day. You're the one that gets to decide that was a win, baby. I've been on a call 3 mornings in a row. That's a win. That's a win. I dare you start tracking how many of these calls you're on in a row. I dare you watch your life expand as you apply one thing from every single day. You get what I'm saying to you? You can change your whole life, y'all. Okay, here's the next one. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. Full of answers. Somebody who's influential is full of answers. Somebody say, I am full of answers. I am full of answers. Come on, y'all. See, the thing about influencers is they don't always push. Often you call upon an influencer because an answer is needed. And the caller, the one that's reaching out, has faith. They have confidence that the influencer knows the right answer and the best answer. Somebody say, I'm full of answers. I am full of answers. I am full of answers. Here's the next one I got for you. Here's the next one I got for you. Yeah. I am full of answers. Let's go. And then share that with somebody. Yeah. Well, you better tell them. You better tell them, Queen. But I am full of answers. Y'all ready? Here's the next one. An influencer is someone with ideas that work. With ideas that work. So what does that mean? These are ideas based on past experience. Somebody say, I am someone with ideas that work. Somebody say, my ideas work. My ideas work. These are ideas based on experience, right? We're given the best possible answer and a firm understanding of the circumstances, right? Next thing you know, we've got enough influence where our ideas are accepted and implemented. Our ideas are accepted and implemented. Appreciate that, Mr. Ivory. Woo, that boy looking cleaner than the board of health. Let's go, Damon. I like that suit. I like that suit. That purple tie right there, looking like a king. Let's go. Somebody give it up, y'all. I am someone with ideas that work. Exactly, Daryl. I am someone with ideas that work. All right, here's the next one I got for you. Creative. An influencer is creative. I was meeting with a brother yesterday, and I could have told stories about each of these, but this one just stands out. He runs this company called We Buy Black. It's just amazing. And what they do to blow brands up is, they've already got a market, they've already got a culture, but they put all their effort into coming with creative kinds of TikToks, creative kinds of social media posts, creative ways to reach the audience so that they don't get bored. One guy wanted to sell hats, and he was telling them how he makes the hats by hand, and then he puts fire on them. They said, oh, well, if you put fire on it, don't just use a lighter, get a blowtorch, right? And then it's like, don't just use whatever you normally. Can you set them on fire with alcohol, like the kind you drink, like liquor? He was like, yeah, I don't see why not. It's like, so that's what we want you to do for the TikTok video, you know, drink from it and then just pour it on the hat and then blowtorch it. And then of course that TikTok went viral. The dude made like $50,000 in 48 hours selling his hats. People like Anthony Hamilton jumped in and started buying hats and all of that. Why am I bringing this up? Because creativity is next to godliness, y'all. And I'll tell you something else. I talked about this earlier this week, but a lot of times we miss opportunity because it's hidden in the adversity. But adversity is designed to get you closer to God. Watch this. Adversity is basically when you have limitations. It's when you're limited with what you can do versus what you want to do, right? It's constraints. But write this in your comments. All creativity comes from constraints. All creativity comes from constraints. That means when God is putting limitations on you, it's because he wants you to get closer to him. All creativity comes from constraints. And creativity is next to godliness, y'all. Creativity is the mother of ideas. A creative person has studied creativity and they combined it with their brain power. You hear me? So they're never at a loss of a thought for a certain situation or circumstance. Here's the next one I got for you, y'all. A thinker. A thinker. Millionaire's a thinker. Somebody say, I am a thinker. Yeah, I am a creator. That's right, Miss Williams. I am a creator. But then on top of that, I am a thinker, a thinker. Millionaires, most people never spend time thinking. That's why most people are not power influencers. Thinkers are also observers. They don't just talk, they look, they think, they reason, and then they respond. Am I making sense? Am I making sense, y'all? Someone with a great reputation. Somebody with a great reputation. Let's go, Sharice. Somebody with a great reputation. Yeah. Someone with a great reputation. Somebody say, I have a great reputation. I have a great reputation. And I take it even deeper. I have great character, right? But you know, character is you know, your reputation you have with yourself. So somebody with a great reputation is one thing, but having a great reputation with yourself is quite another. And if you want to become a person of influence, you need both. Other people are gonna have to corroborate your story. You know what I mean? Corroborate your credentials. You got me? They're gonna have to back up your play on what you say your credibility level is. You may think you're a person of influence, but as they always say, a person who leads and no one follows just goes for a walk. You got me? You may think you're a person of influence, but in the end, it ain't what you think. It's what other people think and what other people say about you. You got me? You got me? Somebody with great timing. Someone with great timing. Somebody say, I have great timing. You know, same guy we were talking about, this cell phone company. This brother went from 2 million. He was at about $2 million. And then the Freddie Gray thing happened back in Baltimore. And so they started a campaign where they had everybody focused on what cell phone service was he using when he was trying to call help. You know, why ain't that cell phone service helping him out? And then it switched everybody to the Black-owned cell phone service. It went from 2 million to a $50 million company. Talk about timing. Talk about being able to be millionaire minded. Talk about being able to see the opportunities inside the adversity. You got what I'm saying to you? Somebody say, I have great timing. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. All right. And then here's number 12. Here's number 12. Someone with a great attitude is a power influencer. Millionaires, I don't think it's possible to whine and complain and be a positive influence at the same time. Now, maybe that's what I should have said. Maybe I should have said 12 elements of a positive influencer. But since I know who I'm talking to, I know who tunes in every morning, I didn't have to add in positive because, you know, I know your heart, right? But I do want to say that when it comes to being influential, bad apples will spoil the bunch. This is why you got to fire negative people as soon as possible. If you're running a company with staff and employees, This is why you got to watch your own attitude, even when you're feeling kind of down, because you have more power than you think. So when we say somebody with a great attitude, I'm saying I don't think you can be positive and whine and complain at the same time. And you know, these are just a few of the ones that we thought of. We'll continue this maybe. Was this helpful? How you doing so far on this list? I'll continue this on Monday. Are you feeling a little bit, overwhelmed, right? Is it more complicated than you thought? I dare you go back over this list and rate yourself on each element, right? And this will give you a realistic picture of your ability to influence. And this is what I want you to understand. I want you to notice there's nothing on this list about using sales tactics or closing techniques, because that ain't what this is about. Power influencers don't close sales. They create the desire for the customer to buy. You got me? That's the difference. This is about creating people that want to buy. People hate to be sold, but they love to buy. I dare you look back over these things. Real quick moment of transparency while we're getting ready for the affirmations, right? Which one of these do you think you need to work on the most? Anybody willing to be transparent this morning? Anybody willing to be honest? Good, Thera. I'm glad to hear that, Queen. Good. Which one do you need to work on the most? Well, let's say what was 10 and 11? Somebody with a great reputation, and number 11 was somebody with great timing. Good, Dr. Marilyn. Very helpful and perfectly on point. She's like the entire week has raised the bar psychologically. Okay, so which one do we need to work on the most? I got a couple minutes before we start the affirmations. Let me see from our family which ones you need to work on the most. Petra was like, yes, okay, you cannot whine and complain and be positive. Is that in front of people or at any time? I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Williams. At any time, you see, I'm not saying that a positive attitude will fix every problem in your life, but I know for sure a negative attitude will make any problem worse. I know that for sure. So whether you're talking in front of other people or whether you're talking to yourself, because see, communication is the language of influence. You have two types of communication. You have external communication, which is influence, and then you have internal communication, which is programming. So when you are constantly telling yourself the complaining side of things, when you're constantly pointing out for yourself the problems, then what happens is those problems begin to grow in importance. And then before you know it, why even leave the house this morning when there are so many possibilities for things that can go wrong? You see what I'm saying? You see where that goes if you follow it to its logical conclusion? What you've got to do is make sure you're empowering yourself. You got to make sure that you don't just listen to yourself, that you talk to yourself, because that's what the champions do. The champions don't just listen to themselves, because a lot of times you think you're thinking and you're just playing recordings. You're playing recordings from something your mama told you, something you heard on the news, something some other negative coworker that you hang out with because misery loves company told you. You got what I'm saying? All right, let's go through some of these. Okay. Kay was like my attitude at times. Damon was like his timing. Sharice was like her attitude. She has to check herself at times. I love it. Rose was like, it's called posi negs. I need to work on that. Willette was like, reputation means more people who know what I do. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if anybody else wants to share which one of these 12 elements they feel they need to work on the most. Anybody else want to share? Timing and knowledge of the products. Okay. All right. Timing. I see timing quite a few times. What do you think you can do to work on your timing? You know, that'd be an interesting question to ask yourself. I'm working on timing, not complaining for a week straight. What's the best way to catch that programming, to not complain? One thing that comes to mind, Queen, is if you keep a gratitude journal. Like hearing this Color Me Million, hearing these, we just not got these back in stock. I told you about that, right? But check it out. This is the cold part. You're not only coloring in a picture of you getting on your private jet and an affirmation like I serve millions, right? But right there, guess what you got? A page to take notes. You know what you can turn that into? A gratitude journal. That's what you can do. You can turn that into a gratitude journal. And then you know what will happen next? What will happen is the path of least resistance in your mind will start to be the path that's always looking at what's positive that's going on. So that's one thing that I would work on. If you're really trying to do this for a week straight, I want to add to that gratitude journal every day. 5 things that you're grateful for. It could be things as simple as your life, you know, your loved ones. It could be as simple as the fact that you have a car to drive, or if you don't have a car, it could be as simple as you having legs that can carry you to the bus stop. It could be as simple as you living close to where you work. I'm talking about write 5 different things every single morning that you're grateful for. You know, you may repeat some of the things on your list, but try and push yourself, challenge yourself to come up with 5 different things. I love the conversation that I had with this lady earlier this week. Or, man, what a beautiful book I just now read. I'm so grateful that I learned this. You see what I'm saying? Right? Start to count your blessings, not your burdens. Create a better schedule. Yeah, that'll work on your timing, won't it, Damon? Being better prepared. Let's go. Let's go. Finding out what your prospect needs. Let's go. Yeah, Cherise, you ain't the only one, but I appreciate you admitting it. All right, it's affirmation time, y'all. I got 5 minutes left before the top of the hour, so it's time for us to get busy. Call in right now. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy.